Well, howdy, everybody. Welcome to the final weekly of 2024. My name is Nurgle the Goblin. Commentating with me is Sam.
Hello. Metroid Prime.
Yeah, Metroid Prime. We're going to have a time. We have standard settings plus door randomizer today.
Yep, a classic, which we haven't actually seen in a while.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while. I feel like I calmed one of the last weeklies with door rando, but I might be wrong. I haven't calmed Prime 1 in a little bit.
Alright, I am letting the racers go now.
All right.
They'll be caught up on Restream here in a second.
God, oh, I should open that, shouldn't I? Yes. I was totally not looking at the Twitch stream. No, not at all. That's a good question. Our lovely tracker Fishing Boo has asked if they start with Charge Beam.
That is a good question, and they do indeed start with Charge Beam.
Alrighty then, cool.
And in hindsight, I probably should have removed the Charge Beam doors, because now they're going to be everywhere.
Oh no. Sam,
but you know what
have you done?
Soaring Wyvern, this is single door, so Norgo type. We're going to see each door shuffled individually.
I'm sure that took 15 minutes to generate.
A few.
Yeah. Door randos take forever, dude.
Do you have any predictions for this lovely seed?
I mean, I know what I'd like to see, just because I want the last multi of the year to be cursed. I want at least one major boss required. Ideally, Omega Pirate, so they have to go way out of the way. But, that's just me being chaotic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Realistically, I'd like to see... I mean, it's standard logic, so there's nothing crazy that'll be in logic. But I'd like to see some cool things and really weird locations today.
I'm sure we'll have that.
Stupid door under Elder Chamber, the little room under the statue.
Yes. Well, that's normally an ice beam door.
Yeah, I want to see that room required. It's just a hassle.
So nice E-Tank there in Alcove. Kind of surprised Frigid did not go for it. There's a power line expansion on their ship, which might be really nice for later.
I don't know much about Frigid as a runner. How often is Frigid?
I haven't seen
I don't really know either.
A ton, but I do know that he does enjoy these races every now and then. And once again, it's door randos, so theoretically, if all doors are blue, we could have made it to Artifact Temple there, but it is what I believe was a bomb door.
Yeah, they changed the bomb door texture, right? So, yeah. It used to be like this really ugly orange.
Yes, now it is a blast shield instead of just a regular door, so you only have to bomb it once.
Nope. Yeah, the early days of things not being blast shields were kind of a pain. I get to hear gameplay on the restream. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yep. Susie says something, you summoned it.
Oh, well. Ball in storage cavern. Couldn't remember the name of that.
That is Transport Tunnel B.
Right. God dang it.
It's okay.
I play so much Prime, and I forget the name of that room all the time.
There are a lot of rooms to remember in this game. Okay, but Morph Ball is nice to have early, especially going into Shozo early with. I'm curious to see if our runners will opt to go back for that PB expansion, or we'll just leave it for later. It doesn't logically open anything up, but we can use it to get a few.
If they don't see bombs, if they don't see bombs, it's at least useful in opening.
That is possible.
Some checks. Do power? You know something I don't know about Dorando, because this is a setting I don't use much. Do power bombs open bomb blast shields, or is it specific?
That they do not.
Okay, I think that's good. I think that if they had done so, it would have made a single PB expansion without required mains. A little bullshit. Oh, that's unfortunate for jungle. Just right there in that little pocket.
And speaking of power expansions,
yeah,
we got jungle boss.
Speak of the devil, and it shall appear.
It's just a missile up there.
We don't hate that being there though. If they have no other option, that looked like plasma beam on vault ledge.
I didn't quite see it, so it could very well be it. Still short missile launcher, which might be there.
Yeah, that might be launcher and ruin. Yeah, don't. You have a way to get out of there. Don't. Okay. Frigid opting not to do that fight and hopes of finding an more easily accessible missile.
Well, at the moment, we haven't run into any missile requirements.
True. They're just nice, though.
Never mind.
Yeah, again, speak of the devil.
Okay, that's just a missile up on vault ledge as well.
Okay, the particles coalesced in such a way that it looked like the little energy orb in the middle of plasma beam.
So maybe that is launcher and ruin shrine.
Yeah, I would imagine it is, which would mean Frigid is just abandoned logical launcher.
Yeah, that is a little risky. Chumba's doing a nice little dash there. Skip the fight trigger.
No, it's just an expansion. But and here's where that power bomb expansion is going to come in useful, allowing jungle to grab an artifact. Wow.
That's the second one we've seen, with the other one being Rune Fountain.
Yeah. Really?
Does mean a spider ball requirement.
Rune Fountain artifact's pretty spicy. Unless you know the standable.
Nope.
Frigid getting wombo combo by the tentacles.
Yeah, geez. Spank Week is a little crazy sometimes. Jonas going out of his way to kill the beetle for good measure, I suppose.
I mean, those drops can be worth it sometimes.
Ooh, our first Metroid.
Ooh. Was it pretty? I didn't see it.
Nope, that looked pretty generic. So because we don't have logical launcher, we haven't really run into any missile doors blocking our way yet.
I mean, there's the one which jungle is about to go through.
Yes, although logically speaking, launcher, I guess, might be right here in Warrior Hall.
Yeah, this is probably launcher, I would imagine. It was, in fact, launcher, so we have achieved more or less the same purpose, but technically jungle is ahead, I think.
Yes.
By having chosen to get that expansion.
Another missile there in Rune Nursery.
Not that I'm sure our runners will say no to free missiles.
If we can get
especially
it.
Especially this early in the run.
Oh, what the?
I have some questions there for jungle.
The missile went through the door. It reflected off the...
It sure did.
What was that?
Oh, hey, speak of plasma beam. Oh, no, that's Boots.
That's Space Jump Boots.
I can't... The bitrate on the restream is gone a little wacky for me.
I'm gonna fire Jordans out of my arm cannon.
I mean, listen, if I got a shoe beam in, like, Metroid Fool, that would be pretty funny.
That would be quite good. So it looks like I want to say a charge beam door.
Toaster, here, there's an idea. Get a Jordan's beam that just sends enemies flying. Doesn't damage them, just yeets them. Sounds fun for Metroid Fool 2, if it's in the works.
Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I would love... having heard nothing from Toaster, I would love nothing more than for there to be Metroid Fool 2 and it be Echoes. Instead of Prime.
Maybe we'll see. But it looked like the Rune Gallery tunnel there was just a missile, and I thought that opposing door in Rune Gallery was just a charge beam door, but bomb doors and charge beam doors do look
they look
similar.
Really similar. I feel like maybe that palette needs another change, because they're hard to see from a distance. But
yes, but I believe that I guess that was a bomb door, so we are going to turn around here.
Hopefully Jungle didn't hot dog that door.
Space Jump does get us logical access to whatever his main plaza ledge is, and that didn't look like
that
an
is
expansion.
a bomb door.
That is bombs in the tree by the sound. Yeah.
Oh my.
Bombs make a distinct noise difference. That and main power bombs.
I didn't know that. You've taught me something new.
There you go.
E. I almost hit my E button.
We also have now logical access to Upper Ruin Shrine, which I'm assuming
door
is the
on the
next
save
one.
station.
Yep. There is a setting to unlock save station doors, but I guess I didn't do that, which could really screw us over later in the run if things go bad.
That was nothing in that little thingy there.
But there was.
I mean, it definitely could mean some backtracking for our runners. I'm sorry, but I know this will be cursed, but I hope one of the save stations has a permalock door.
That could very well happen if permalock doors were shuffled.
Oh, right. They're out of the... You're right. That they are, in fact, out of the pool. I am, in fact, stupid.
We could still have a beam combo door or the like.
Mm-hmm. Frigid, unfortunately, running into obstacles, having not grabbed that expansion. And having been out of missiles, having to walk back to the ship.
Yes.
Let's hope Frigate Crash Site yields something useful.
I believe that is our only next logical progression, because our power bombs are not logical, so we can't destroy anything with it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. What are you? I couldn't see that angle.
We're about to pick up
That
anyways.
is supers. All right.
That gets us bombs.
That does, in fact, get us bombs.
I'm also going to see Lower Watery Hall here, which is also in logic.
Another
Just
expansion.
missile.
Chooses not to waste his time on that. Respectable. Electing to do the standable here instead of backtracking around the room. I guess that's a time save.
Very much so. If the
that
doors
powerbomb
permit
expansion is putting in work.
If the doors permit it, Zoid is also now opened up.
Lower Dynamo yielding yet another expansion.
Okay, Frigid opting to route in the root cave here. We don't have any of what we would logically need to do it, except for space jump, but we can skip it using some tricky...
Have I been locking onto the wrong zoomer this entire time trying to get that dash?
You can use either
that
or.
one? Okay.
Some people just have a preference.
It seems easier doing it at that farther one. I might start doing that.
Oh, that's an artifact up there.
That sure
Frigid
is.
opting to look at it.
Now, Frigid does not have bombs yet, correct? Has not returned to Chozo?
No.
Oh, never mind. That door's open anyway. Doesn't matter. I was gonna be like, let's do that fun wall crawl that I like. But that we are in fact doing door. Yeah, get the missile count. Don't be dumb. You've run out of missiles twice now.
We could run into a series of beam combo doors that could melt through our expansions real quick.
Indeed. I love the visible, should I? Oh, yeah. Because running out of missiles already once is a time loss that could have been avoidable. So...
Yep. Just realized we could run into a series of Wavebuster, Flamethrower, Ice Bear doors, each one costing 10 missiles, and if you run it as 3 or 4, you can easily melt through.
Your missile count is super duper important in these, especially with the beam combo doors shuffled into the pool.
There are bombs on Frigid's side.
So Frigid will now go grab those checks. Finding the missile expansion. And seeing the nothing up here, we'll jump immediately back down. Oh, or not. They're electing to skip the fight trigger. Now here's the question. Once they grab this artifact, will they elect to check Tower of Light, since that door is technically open, if out of logic?
Probably should in this scenario. Which I think they just
they
realized.
are of a like mindset. Moving on forward, Tower of Light does appear to be open. We do have a missile lock.
Now, because we got this change here, where the Overgrown Cavern climb is now beginner logic, this is technically available to us, given that the door up there permits us. That's a super missile door.
Oh yes. God, I have to learn this standable?
Well, there's a lot of different options. The standable is one of many.
Oh, wow. Tower of Light yielding yet another missile expansion. On the bottom. Now, we will... Well, we probably won't, because the missile count isn't there. But, if the missile count was there...
Still do the climb, the skip, needing missiles for this.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, there's one in Overgrown Cavern.
Very nice.
Frigid opting to do the R-jump method, which is a little bit of an uncommon one, but it does work.
Hey, if it works, right? Oops, oh, and we have an unfortunate down.
Gonna need to turn a lot more to gain that speed. You'll see a lot of beginners, when they do R jumps, they just jump with R. Now that does help, and it does give you more speed. You're gonna gain significantly more by turning. This is a advanced R jump, so you do need quite a bit of distance. There we go. Will it be another artifact? Nope, it's an E-tank.
Our runners will again never something to complain about, especially when it's the first one for Frigid.
I think Jungle Boss was trying to determine what door that was, but you gotta highlight over Ruined Shrine because blue rooms will not show you the door color.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna secure those bombs.
Finally acquiring the bombs.
Frigid finally gonna return to that bomb door.
Mm-hmm. Frigid is finally has found a pretty distinct advantage here right now, just in terms of routing. And up an artifact, but
yeah, despite avoiding the initial missile expansion for so long and having to get missiles later than Jungle Boss, because they ended up returning to Talon sooner, that means they're able to route in the rest of Chozo with bombs significantly earlier than Jungle Boss.
And an artifact.
Artifacts. Wow.
Wow, these artifacts are just handing themselves over. Dare I say the K-Roar special. What the hell? Oop, heck. Sorry. Quarter in the swear jar. Dare I say the K-Roar special. Baby seed.
That's interesting.
I don't like the idea of the early mines maybe coming up because there is that bomb door on Frigate. Oh, that's an unfortunate dead end.
This room in particular always scares me in Door Rando because so many people are prone to going through this tunnel without bombs and without checking what the door color is on the map.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very easy soft lock to make, but thankfully we have bombs, so we are never punished. Phase on here is very weird.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting. How many artifacts do we have in the pool, by the way?
Just 6.
Okay.
The standard.
I feel like we usually don't see the outer artifacts in the artifact rotation.
Jungle Boss having his fair share of Tower of Light troubles.
Oh yeah.
Trademark.
That room is a pain to climb if you're new and you're doing it out of logic. I've been playing this game for a year and a half and I still can't consistently do that climb. That being said, half of that was spent playing on Prime Hack, so I'm only...
That would do it.
However long it's been since AGDQ last year, almost literally a year.
Now, despite not being able to go through Hive Totem, we can go through the Vault Ledge here.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, he saved it on the... Oh, no. Back down to the bottom he goes. I mean, we, obviously, the commentators know that it's just an E-Tank. Will he elect to leave or keep trying, expanding the time loss? Jungle electing to leave, having fallen down to the bottom again.
As indeed Spider Ball. Okay.
Spider Ball in Vault. This scene is interesting, to say the least. What was on the door to the hints? Was it a bomb door?
I believe so, yes.
But at some point, our runners will likely return to Chozo for hints.
Although, despite that, there may very well be another door past that we can't quite open yet.
True, we haven't seen what's on the other side.
We can also grab this other artifact here. Now with our 4th one and Phazon suit, only missing 2 until we could, in theory, go fight Exo, in essence.
Well,
although we are short beams.
Yeah.
Just do back here, skip. But no.
You hush, top 10 runner, whatever. What is your ranking right now, actually? I haven't checked.
Well, I am top 5 and 80% and top 6 and 100%.
Let's go.
Humble flex.
Hog. Any plans to pick up 21% again soon, or?
Nope. Not 21%. Like,
well, you did those runs, and they were pretty funny looking. They're great to watch.
So are these.
Yeah, these are phenomenal. I love doing these. I need to actually sign up and play. Ooh, that was a pretty nothing in there.
Well, they do switch.
Black and white.
They are not always static.
Yeah.
We are going to be able to get Upper Dynamo now with the Spider Ball in tow.
I'm very excited for the next Prime tournament. He already checked that.
Jungle Boss checked that.
Frigid
did not
you're right.
Previously.
Yep. I'm totally not getting Racer Bleed.
No worries.
Ooh, this is good routing on a Frigid. Going to be able to get upper and lower Dynamo here.
I think Jungle Boss may be doing this out of habit because we know what this elevator is.
Oh, true.
There's that plasma door. Oh, I guess we could do this.
Yeah, reverse Flagra is I
kind of forgot about this for some reason.
I didn't even think about it.
This is 100% in logic.
I don't enjoy that thought, but yeah.
This does make routing in the mid Chozo more...
after plant in? Yeah, it does. The poison not being there is pretty big.
Yes, but just the ghost routing into mid Chozo is pretty nice, getting these checks out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Is it logical to do this without X-ray, like the second half of this? Or
yes. In fact, the only thing logically required to do ghosts is just having power beam.
Fun. I need to use the standard settings more then. It'll force me to learn more things.
I learned more things by throwing every Shrieked Hyper mode in.
Yeah, well,
everything.
You're a weird speedrun masochist.
Yes, I know.
I'm just a little guy.
A little gobbo.
Indeed. Oh.
So yeah, Flogger is not active when going through this way, so we can just bomb the slots and jump to the middle. Then after all the slots are gone, we hit the trigger for the cutscene.
It's honestly my preferred way to do this, because Flogger's just an annoying fight when it's active. But hey, you don't see it come up logically very often.
Here we go. Just a missile.
All right. Oh, we are going to see hints.
Yes, we can't go through the front after Flogger since it stays locked. I believe. Well, somehow I'm forgetting, but I'm pretty sure it does.
Well, once you get the it does stay locked, but you can get out. There's a trick you can do. You have to like speed boost in a corner or something. It's been a while since
We're getting artifacts. There's Ice Ruins West and Magma Pool.
Speed boost enough and phase through the door. It's really weird. I also bomb jumped over it once, but that's finicky.
We're talking about the gate. I just mean the door gets covered by vines until you kill the ghosts.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
The artifact temple was accessible, and the artifacts are relatively straightforward.
I didn't see them. I was looking at.
It was Ice Ruins West and Magma Pool.
Man.
So
baby seed.
We're just in need of a way to fen and a plasma beam. And maybe a grapple beam.
Right behind what's that boss called? Hive Totem. Pythagorean.
I've always had a habit of calling that boss the Hive Totem when it's just the room is called Hive Totem and the boss is called Hive Mecha.
Yeah, but I mean... they're basically the same thing.
Indeed.
Functionally, if you say one, they know what you mean.
Supers do make these ghosts quite a bit easier.
Yeah, you really only need a power beam shot and a super.
Will we see a French vanilla Varia or something like that?
Yeah, something to make this seed at least somewhat interesting, I swear.
Ooh.
Oh, no, it's our wave beam. I mean, hey, look at that. Required sun chamber.
Yeah, that's a really solid find.
Jungle has maybe pulled ahead a little bit here.
Yes, this is a really solid lead.
Yeah.
Frigid rotting in this now is rather peculiar. I wasn't sure if they pushed into Zoid, but it looked like they may have been stopped by some sort of door, and I wasn't paying attention.
I'll be honest, I've been paying attention more to Jungle Speed than I have to Frigids, and I feel bad. It's a very close race.
So, because Jungle Boss did this in reverse, he's going to have to do a bubble tom jump. Double bomb jump?
Is that... Boy, Sam. Words hard, huh?
I know, they are. Now, some people have tried to cheese it by just bomb jumping up this collision here, but you do get stopped by the top of it. Kind of bonks you off. So you do unfortunately have to do it the hard way.
Well, there's also that funny thing with boost.
Yes, if we had it.
No boost. I
just gonna have to go.
I want to say our lovely Canadian Jesus Jeff taught me that one time when we were multiing.
I thought Drake was Canadian Jesus and Jeff was the champion of Canada.
No, Drake is Drake was something else. We came up with...
There's too many Canadians to keep up. Oh, there's Plasma. Well,
apologies to the stream if you hear my dog barking. Dad is currently outside playing with the dogs. And my window is open because our AC is broken in my room. It's like 74 degrees.
Oof. It's rough.
Yeah, it's like stuck on heat. I woke up to a 74-degree room and drenched in sweat. It was great.
Well, Plasma being there is...
Oh my god, hang on. I'll be right back.
Interesting. In the meantime, Jungle Boss is forced to go around if he wants to push further into Chozo. Probably wants to do the Hive Totem check, though. Doesn't want to leave that isolated.
Apologies. I spoke of my father, and he called to me through the window.
No worries.
To inform me that we were having tikka masala for dinner, which I will never complain about. It is my favorite food on the face of the earth.
Here's this room you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. So it is. Come on. Show me something cool.
It's a major.
Technically required, but
not exactly
but
useful.
Skippable in every use case. So logically, that is required to beat the game, technically.
Yeah, more or less. But this puzzle being at the end of Chozo might not be so bad for Jungle Boss, because assuming he routes it through the front and that there are no positive beam requirements in mid Chozo to worry about, we can just get it at the end and then route into new locations that unlocks instead.
Yeah. If this works out the way it looks like it will, this will put Jungle solidly ahead. Okay, so we will see the standable here out of Jungle, even though it's not necessary. Gotta love the flashy for stream.
Well, it is faster.
Yeah.
There we go.
We do officially have our second artifact out of Jungle.
Furnace being double missile expansions, nothing to note there.
Can I take a moment to complain about something completely unrelated to stream that I experienced this morning?
If you'd like, we got time.
So I went and got like a monster last night. I don't typically drink like carbonate, right? But Monster put out the line of quote unquote juice monsters, and my naive autistic ass, seeing juice, assumed it wasn't carbonate. Boy, was I wrong. I took a sip out of that, and I was in hell because I have like a texture thing with carbonation. It's gross, and I hate it. That was last night. So I let it get flat till this morning, and I drank the whole thing. Because it was really tasty. It was Pacific Punch. It was basically Monster made Pacific Cooler from, what you call them? Capri Sun. It tasted exactly the same. It was great.
Not too bad. That is quite the story.
Monster Energy sponsor SpeedGaming, please.
Vacazoid just had a missile, and it didn't seem there were any doors blocking the way from the front.
Indeed.
So Jungle Boss and Frigid should meet up here.
Yeah, we should see a handshake momentarily. I about just fell out of my chair. I leaned too far back.
No commentators were harmed in the making of this race.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, Waybuster! In any other seed, that would be a meme, but it's actually useful.
Yeah, well, potentially. We have no idea if we'll actually see any Waybuster doors before we're able to clear the game.
Okay.
That being said, we have no idea where our other...
He has not gone to Artifact Temple yet, but I personally would route this in after doing mid-Chozo.
Yeah. I would have just cleared what you had available before coming back here, because you've got literally only this, and you have to backtrack all the way to where you were.
There is a risk of a door. You can run into a door that you cannot access, but the save stations are very close by.
Yeah, this achieves... I feel like this achieves the time loss.
We can route in through Overgrown Cavern into mid-Chozo, but you're gonna lose time because you have to go to Zoid and then backtrack on the places you've already been.
We might see the heat run.
We can't get too many places. We can try and go into far Magmore, but because it's out of logic, we're It's probable that we're going to run into a door we cannot open. So Frigid opting to do Flogger now. Trying to do this gate skip here, but
why are these artifacts? I feel like usually when we get hints, it's the closest 6. It's interesting that some of the outer artifacts are in here.
Something isn't right.
It's not supposed to be like that.
Oh boy. Give me just a second.
Oh boy. Oh. Jungle Boss resetting here. Did Jungle Boss was that a pivot save we saw before the warp?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't see the save, I just saw the warp. Okay. I guess that's fair. Still feel like it's a time loss.
Okay, that is a bit of a hot dog on my part, I suppose. This preset somehow had 9 shuffled, which is really weird.
Oh no. So we have more artifacts than we're...
Frigid got so much height there.
So we have 9 artifacts instead of 6?
Yes, that is...
Oh my.
Incorrect.
So...
I don't know why
Excuse me while I repost Baja's meme.
It has not been 24 hours yet.
Yeah. Save image.
I guess it's an oopsie on my part. It's surprisingly easy to miss out on those in the preset or seed summary. Hopefully that won't mess up our racers too much. I did make sure to say it in the race time chat as soon as I saw.
I have appropriately clowned on you in the weekly discussion. TGC, Sam has accidentally shuffled 9 artifacts in the pool instead of 6. That is what has happened.
Yep. The preset that I took a duplicate of, which was supposed to be
a 6 artifact preset,
the standard weekly, had 9 artifacts shuffled for some reason.
Oof. Randy says.
I'm just gonna blame Randovini on this.
Mm-hmm. I have literally now no idea how old this lollipop I'm eating is, because I don't think I got it for this Christmas, so it might be from last Christmas.
Thank you, Nurgle.
It tastes good.
There's a Wave Buster on Jungle Boss's side.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see the wave beam out of Frigid here. Jungle's still theoretically ahead here, in terms of routing, just because he has that wave beam.
Perchance. Kind of depends on what Frigid does here. I think the next step is either cargo freight lifts or Great Tree Hall side for our town.
Definitely haven't seen a suit other than Phazon yet, so heat is still in play. Varia.
After this seed is done, remind me to look over all of my presets and make sure they're actually correct.
I shall.
Alright, I think Frigid saw the race time and is now going back for those extra hints. Sorry.
Yep, that's admin error.
Did we... I did not see what Crossway was on Frigid's side. Based on the fact that they did not pick it up, don't think it was anything important.
Sorry about that.
You're good. So Frigid, notice, try to scan the totems from there, but you always need to hit this cutscene trigger before they're actually activated.
Yep. So nice. If it didn't work like that.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Through the ruins. Secret, 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 secret tunnel. Frigid and I have a very, very similar HUD in terms of color. I also use that green.
Well, too many green enjoys around here.
I'm a goblin. What do you want out of me, man?
Oh, you can be an orange goblin.
I'm both, but I like that green.
Yes, but orange is better.
Listen, they're both great in their own way.
Fine. I guess I can accept being altruistic about it.
I've maintained this position because I am the green and the orange. My hair is very orange.
Purple, however,
Listen
outshines
here,
them all.
TGC. I mean, I'll take that compliment, even though it's not how you meant it.
Whoa. Good lord.
Listen, I gotta have one every time.
Yeah, alright.
Reggie's not here for me to talk about his toes. He's still out of town. I haven't seen my Reggie in like a week and a half.
Oh, that's an ice spreader door. I didn't see
sorry,
earlier.
TGC. Don't
Okay,
bonk.
no wonder they couldn't get through that way. So I think that does mean that Frigate here is the only next logical step.
I was obscure enough that our younger viewers probably don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, don't worry. Nothing's happening. So, despite this being quote-unquote submerged, the first check is logical without gravity suit. It was debated as to whether or not this should be a trickless or a beginner check, because they were not sure as to whether or not the devs could intend you to go here without a gravity suit. But because there is a text box message in the vanilla game to show that you would need gravity suit to continue past the item,
Yeah.
Most would assume it is trickless.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, it would be either trickless or beginner, so it is in logic here regardless.
I don't know. I've gone in here in trickless. I don't like going in here on trickless. But I have.
Little boss getting bullied by the ghost there a little bit. Getting that thermal visor. Perhaps realizing what the next step is going to be.
Indeed. I had a little trouble getting out of that door.
So there's a trick called pseudo-gravity, where if you transition to reactor core access, or whatever that room is called, and back to reactor core several times, you can mimic the ability of the gravity suit for about half of the room because of the water box behavior. You don't technically have to do it, but it can save some time. Now, I'm curious to see what is in here. Could be gravity suit, various suits, maybe even... No, that's... Okay, that is Varia. And guess what? The save station door is a plasma beam door, and if it had a flamethrower blast shield on it, then we get to walk all the way back up. But maybe the
Luckily.
seed is having mercy on us.
Yeah.
Nope, this is plasma beam.
That's a little... Oh, that's always a little worrying.
Interesting how the fire beam works underwater.
I mean, technically, plasma is its own state of matter. So
you cannot tell me that Samus has plasma in her arm cannon.
There's a giant plant monster in this game, and that's what breaks your immersion?
Yes. Plants are alive. Plasma is like this unbelievably hot and rare substance.
This like 6-foot tall woman turns into a 1-foot wide ball.
She's just very flexible.
Hush. I've already said my one thing this stream. Stop talking.
Alright, well, with various students, how we now have access to a lot of the game, assuming doors are not linear.
Yeah, I guess with that that various suit, this is pretty good routing on a frigid here. Assuming we don't see a door, an inaccessible door on the other side of this elevator.
That would just be mean.
I mean...
but it would... It's not out of the realm of possibility.
I went down this elevator one time, and I found a permalock door. I know that's not possible in this seed, but...
Show me the flamethrower doors.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
that's a blue door.
We do.
No, because we
have.
I
thought these were supposed to be excluded. You said power beam doors were excluded.
Yes, but these are blue doors.
What's the diff? Is power beam door its own thing?
Yes, they are yellow doors that can only be opened with power beam. So if you shuffle power beam, they can actually be logically important.
I see. I don't think I've ever shuffled those in, so I didn't know they existed.
They are a recently added feature.
Gotcha. Man, I love the friggin' music.
That looked important there in short tunnel.
That did in fact look important. Ooh. That was in fact boost ball. Wow.
That's very important. Okay. Well, that's not quite logical yet because we opened it up with the PB expansion, but that will make our movement a lot snappier.
Oh yes, we'll get to see some very nice movement.
I'm surprised that Frigid is opting to just dip out right after that.
I could see a Minds play here. Going to the other end of this just to grab it. And
assuming that this other side is accessible, but probably does just want to get intel on the doors here to see if it's accessible, which is understandable.
But it could also get you into the back side of Ben here, too. Or dependent.
Yes. Also, Jungle Boss, not really pleased about that weird various suit location. Oh, okay, there's a Waybuster door, which we can open.
Which we have. Wow. Holy.
That's a good sign. Maybe we're on the right logical track.
Wow. I'm loving this routing on a frigid here, I'm not going to lie. It seemed maybe a little suboptimal at the start, but it's... Frigid is reading this seed like a book today.
So far, yes. Assuming that they aren't isolating anything in early or mid-map war.
Indeed.
Because we have boost ball, we can do this, given that we do the correct skips. Which Frigid is doing so far. Nicely done.
I didn't know there was a standable there. I've just learned something.
Everything is standable.
Yeah, literally, especially in this game, dude. I love learning standables. And what the hell just happened there?
Placed a bomb. Also, swear jar.
Ah, right. Sorry.
Goblins are so vulgar.
I mean, you've heard me talk when I'm not on this stream.
I've heard you when you're high.
That won't be till after this is done, unfortunately. I genuinely think TGC would come to the Americas and murder me if I was
wouldn't be
high on
surprised.
Restream.
Looks like an accessible door up there. Now we're gonna try and skip the big spider ball puzzle by doing a slope jump there. Nicely done.
I would not like the only person to.
Oh right, the artifact. You were saying something?
Sorry, I got a DM from Reed.
No worries.
I don't know. It's gone.
Okay.
I blame you, Reed. You interrupted my train of thought.
Alright, so here's workstation, which is also in logic with the thermal visor we got. Just a vanilla E-tank there. Now, what do we do? Because mine's is not logical, but technically accessible. I think it was some sort of plasma beam door, if I looked at the minimap correctly. Right, we have free entry into the back of Fen here. I'm curious to see if Jungle Boss's routing will be somewhat similar. So something I did not notice is that Jungle Boss opted to isolate Hive Totem and transfer access north. He does know that one of them is an artifact, but next to it is also Phazon suit. But unless PMT is somehow a critical major, this could be some pretty clever routing. Only having to do that when it's ready to finish. Alright, Plasma door here in Quarantine Monitor. Now, we don't have Grapple Beam to get this item the vanilla method, but using a well-timed dash, which looks good there, nicely done. Cross that gap and skip the requirement. Get the other artifact.
Oh, that's unfortunate, missing that artifact just right by it twice.
And we are going to fight Thardus. Now, this is also logical. Forgetting that they have thermal visor.
I mean, but it's skippable in every use case. It's literally not necessary.
I suppose.
I do this fight without thermal visor.
Thermal beam, huh?
Listen. Okay.
And the plasma visor.
Mm-hmm. Once you've done this fight enough, it's really easy because the parts of him that you damage don't change. So once you've done it enough, you just know where to hit.
Indeed. Now, Jungle Boss is opting to push further than Magma.
That is unfortunate. Laid the bombs a smidge too early and got run over by Thardus.
Plasma Beam does make this fight way faster.
Oh yeah, it does the most damage against Thardus, I believe.
Yep.
Other than, consistently, I think Power Bombs probably do a little more, but they're finicky to get to hit the parts you want to hit.
You can also spam missiles, which is arguably faster, but you expend a lot of resources.
Yeah, with 55 missiles, I feel that's not optimal.
Okay, it looks like Jungle Boss wanted to get Warrior Shrine, but at the same time wants to get Fiery Shores, and is short of Power Bombs, so he's going to have to rely on drops somewhere. Of which there's pretty few locations.
Yeah, there's not a lot. Ooh, unfortunately. Shoved down into the lava.
Fiery Shores it's real sparse on power. Chances.
Yeah. Oh, well, we've got the lucky. Yeah, wow. You love to see that.
We didn't get one from Monitor Station, but we got one there.
Huge power bomb drought in this area. Many a time. We do love the Thardus waiting game where you just wait for him to do. So I don't know how many of our lovely viewers have read the I've done, like a 200% run. Just not like speedrun, just for like a playthrough for 200%. But the scan, the logs regarding Thardus are pretty fascinating. Thardus's lore is literally they spilt some Phazon on a bunch of rocks and it came to life. That's what Thardus is. They put it in Quarantine Cave because it wasn't supposed to happen.
I wonder how they managed to do that.
You know, me too.
So interesting that Jungle Boss looked at Warrior Shrine, but did not get Upper Fiery Shores.
Hopefully that doesn't come. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite Jungle later.
Maybe you're rotting it in later?
Do we know Jungle's pronouns? Because I don't want to.
I believe Jungle Boss goes by he, him, but I can confirm for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Was there a locked door on the way to Ben, or is he just opting to go check?
I believe so.
Okay. So we're going to check Lava Lake then, see if there's anything. And the other rooms till Lava Lake.
Can confirm that Jungle Boss's pronouns are he, him.
Thank you very much. That is unfortunate.
That his pronouns are he, him? I wasn't looking at what you're doing, so for a brief second I thought that's what you were talking about. I was like,
Yeah, I mean, listen. Everyone's had a men moment in their life, but no.
Alright, those are Ice Ruins West artifacts.
Indeed. Will there be something in the half pipe? Find out. Boost Canyon, that's the name of that room.
Bendrana Canyon.
Oh. Is Boost Canyon just the...
Sorry, I gotta push up my nerd glasses.
How dare you actually me live on
Actually
Twitch.tv /SpeedGaming. How could you do this to me, Sam?
I'm the prime actually person.
I would argue that's Miguel, but Miguel's more echoes.
Well, I mean, you're correct about that. I can't deny that.
I've been on actually by them too many times. Like I actually got actually, like legitimately actually by Miguel once.
All right, so we finally made it to the front of Fen, doing things from the back. There's
hey, look at that! I rewarded with the routing once again. Reading this, I swear, Frigid is like
go mode.
-2 artifacts. Yes.
Yes, and I believe those artifacts are all accessible.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's theoretically limiting us is if Impact Crater has any extra beam combo doors.
Man.
But if this is the case, that means mines would be dead, and so would Far Talon. Which would be kind of unheard of for a door rando seed.
Yeah, this is... I'm really sad Kara's not here to say Baby Seed. Because Baby Seed, yeah.
Yeah, so been relatively straightforward.
Frigid has ice. The our lovely tracker is tracking based on the stream due to some internet issues. So we have a slight delay in...
No worries, well we got Iceman there. Thank you, Fishing Boo, for tracking. I don't think we mentioned you earlier, but we do appreciate the help.
I totally spaced on it. They're usually here in the VC with us, so it's easier to remember to like introduce all the people.
That was a good call, Kirby fan. We do need Fungal Hall B, and assuming that we have everything to open the doors, we can get it, but that is a lot of door screwing us over potential.
Yeah. Wait, what was there an artifact in Fungal Hall B?
Well, yes.
We do have one check in mind. Mine isn't dead. It's just annoyingly out of the way, which is arguably worse.
So, kind of depends on how you feel here. You could do what Frigid is doing here and opting to do more checks, or you could go straight for
the
artifacts, but you are at the risk of getting blocked by doors. Kind of up to you what to do in this scenario. Personally, I probably would
there are a lot of
just going for it.
There really are a lot of doors between here and Fungal Hall B.
I like sending it, personally.
Yeah, but you like to live dangerously.
You could say that.
I'm glad you finally ordered a new GameCube.
Yes. It's pretty cool.
Did you end up getting it from that guy I put you in contact with, or did you?
No, someone else was getting one for me.
Oh, nice. Well, now I know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get you one of those reshell kits I got. Very pretty.
Oh yeah, one of those. I forgot those existed.
Mm-hmm. They're so cheap.
Let's just see where Frigid goes from here. Because we're practically done with Fen. The only part of Fen we haven't done is Far Fen. Jungle Boss did not quite get that dash to Quarantine Monitor, but is going to fight Thardus now. Getting out is quite annoying.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually reach the Spire Track in this room without triggering Thardus.
Yeah, it's a little pain. It's a little bit of pain though.
You just got to be a little careful. Frigid looking for a power bomb? Oh yes, because they had not done the mid or early part of Magmore, so probably wants a power bomb for Fiery Shores.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
But I'm not really sure what gives a drop here. I think the Flicker Bats and Finjana Shorelines might.
I want to say the little ice wall crawly dudes in that one tunnel will do it too.
I know the Ice Ruins West crate here actually has a decent chance of getting one.
Hope the RNG is good. The RNG was not good.
Might just forego it. We'll see. Never mind. Scarabs coming clutch.
Scarabs are amazing. I think the Scarabs in Chozo have the highest percent.
They have very good drops, yes.
Yeah. Is that in Shoreline?
That's a missile. Is that a powerbomb door? Oh.
Oh.
That's our first one. So coming here from the front would have technically not been launchable.
Interesting. And a wave bust. Wow.
I think that's what why they were getting the powerbomb drop.
That's fair.
I noticed.
Yeah. Dorando. There's so much to keep track of Dorando, dude. We do hate to see the ice spreader door.
I see. That's why Jungle Boss didn't go through the front.
Oh, that made my day.
That's the first rude block we've gotten so far.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the seed's a little rude, just with basically only having to go to mines for one artifact.
For now.
Yeah.
This is when we don't need beam combos and Impact Crater.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm gonna give this dash another try. Doesn't look like we got enough speed there.
Don't you have to do it off the Mama Sheegoth, or?
Nope. It can be off the Sparrow track, or it can be off Thardus / the Sheegoth.
Okay.
You can also do it with Standables.
Oh, yeah, I know that's standable. I had to learn that standable. Because I dove into Quarantine Cave early on in learning Prime. And couldn't get out because I didn't have Fighter. So Reggie was watching the stream and sent me the video of the trick so I could learn it.
Also, looks like we got a warp to start from the front of Fen on Frigid's side. And I'm not certain where we plan to go. We may be looking at trying to get Hall of the Elders now that we have Ice Beam.
I would... No gravity.
It's a very isolated check.
Gravity-less frigate climb is a possibility, depending, but I don't think that will be. We'll see.
Frigate without gravity is doable, but even if you are confident, it's still quite slow. I would probably try to go to mines from Far Magmor, personally. Assuming that door was not a flamethrower door. Because it did seem to be a plasma door.
Suppose we'll just see what it is here shortly. We found a lot of stuff in 3 minutes. Oh, that's unfortunate. Jungle's timer seems to have reset.
Nah, I think the hour is just cut off.
Oh.
Yeah, so it does look like all of the hours from Frigid's side. And if it ends up being a major, then... Oh boy.
It's usually fine to ignore me when I'm in chat. That's Baha. No, Baha, it's more fun. It's more fun to pay attention to you.
I don't know if Jungle has or rather Frigid has an auto tracker up, so maybe citing the in-game inventory to figure out which beam combos they have.
You know, I need to calm more races, not just for this game. I need to get in with some of the other randos I play as race, so I can start doing this for like pseudo races.
Commentating is fun, especially if it's a game that you know a lot about.
I just love randomizers. They're so amazing. Any opportunity, like, it started with roguelikes, and then I discovered actual randomizers. Now here we are.
So Frigid's still debating where to go. I did see that they hovered over Magma Pool, of which hides one of our artifacts, at the very least. But does not seem to want to opt to go there. At the very least, does not want to route it through.
No grapple, so would have to do that funky R jump.
Or dash.
Yeah.
Do you see Jungle Boss was looking for that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jungle is decidedly behind at this point. It's a little unfortunate. They had a pretty good lead for a little bit.
Although, depending on what Jungle Boss does here, it could shift the tides in his favor. Because Frigid has been kind of wandering around a bit too much.
Seems to have lost track of the logic.
Yes.
It's our consensus
from the front here.
It's my thought that the correct play here is go to mines, or at least attempt to go to mines, but...
Or Magma Pool here. I think both are understandable.
Yeah. I mean... We may just see an artifact hunt out of Frigid, just to check and see if they are locked off.
That's what I hope it is.
Yeah.
Last artifacts are Magma Pool and Fungal Hall B.
Fungal Hall B is an unfortunate one, because it really just out of the way.
Pretty sure Jungle Boss is missing those two, but I'm not sure what the third one is. Hive Totem. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And next to it is Phazon Suit.
Oh yeah, that is right there. Huh. I totally forgot about that.
So it looks like Frigid wants to revisit front Magmor. Or early Magmor, because they got blocked off by that Ice Spreader door.
And they got, the last time they'd come this way, they got blocked off by that plasma door, the other direction.
This could hide an extra beam combo for us.
Would be nice.
Which I'm assuming
there's
Frigid wants just for safety. We got Lava Lake, Triclospid, and Storage Cavern. And they had not checked Warrior Shrine, Transport Tunnel A, nor Upper Fiery Shores because they turned around after boost.
Hmm. Okay. I don't know. Frigid's been reading this seed, like I said, like a book this entire time, so we'll probably see something good out of this.
Interested to see what Jungle Boss opts to do now.
With that Ice Beam, they may be considering the Labs play. Maybe.
It's true. I've completely forgotten about Labs. There's also Farfen, which we've seen neither runner opt to do. But they both got rewarded for it because Ice was an early Fen.
Farfen tends to get left out of these because there's not a lot of checks there and it's a lot of hassle. So if you have to go there, you don't until you absolutely know you have to. It's a lot of movement for not a lot of payoff in the end. There's, what, 4 checks? 5 checks? If you have everything you need?
There's Storage Cave, Security Cave, 2 Gravity Chamber checks, and Frost Cave.
Yeah, so 5.
I think it is definitely still worth considering, though.
Yeah, I mean, combined with Labs, you can get out of there. Ooh. Wow.
There it is.
Like a book, I swear, chat. Frigid has been almost perfectly optimal this entire seed, and it's kind of crazy.
Except for Aster Ice.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just kind of a... But I imagine the thought process was exactly as we described it, right? Was, do I go to mines and risk getting locked out because I don't have enough stuff? Or do I go clear some extra checks and find maybe another beam combo? Which is, you know, what exactly happened here. And
it was our first regular Ice Beam door of the seed also.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
It was surprisingly absent.
Oh, and there's the ice spreader, huh? I am at, you know what I think? I think this might have been the logical path. You probably found Ice Beam, come back this way, grab the spreader there, and then proceed onwards to presumably mines. I'm unsure why Frigid is electing to go this way. Maybe Frigid is going to make the Labs play here. Or they're just going to check this item.
Have not gone TTA yet, so I'm assuming that's what they are looking for. So, thing is that while Phazon Suit is right next to Hive Totem, Jungle Boss does not know that.
Yeah.
And they're opting to leave Hive Totem for later. So he may be doing checks in search for beam combos and Phazon Suits that's required. Also nice, the Plasma, or the Pirate to get down Mr. President there for the turret.
I've had some funky stuff happen in this room. I can't remember if I've shown you that one clip where I'm in this room killing those pirates, and one of them like jumps in front of me. I hit it with a missile. It goes flying and then rubber bands back to the ledge and dies.
Pirates are funky.
It's yeah. It was interesting. It happened over the course of, I want to say, like 10 frames. It was like, whop whop.
That was another Metroid.
That was a pretty Metroid. It had that blue tint. Who knows? Maybe this Labs play will be good for Jungle. Maybe we'll see Flamethrower here.
I feel like Jungle's going to get stopped by an Ice Spreader door at some point.
Yeah.
The only other major we realistically need is I mean, Flamethrower, I guess.
Yeah.
Everything else is technically optional. X-Ray would be nice for final bosses, but it is optional.
Since Omega Pirate isn't required, there's no requirement for X-Ray Visor.
Yeah, OP cannot be required at this point. It could hide Gravity's Suit. Oh,
but again,
in theory, we could have a Gravity Suit requirement for either Hat or Biohazard, which is on OP. And Hat could be required because it may be hiding Flamethrower, which we need to access Impact Crater. The likelihood of that happening is low, but it is theoretically possible.
I mean, that would achieve my.
Okay, interesting powerbomb door there.
That would, I guess, double achieve my wish of any major bosses being required, because we've technically already had required plant since Wave Beam was on Sun Chamber.
Yes, but plant isn't a boss; it's a cutscene.
It's technically a boss.
Is it really? You know,
it meets the criteria of my desires.
5 seconds of in-game time,
at least via the wording of it. You know. By the way I said it, it meets my requirement. I don't like that it meets my requirement because it really is just a cutscene. What I said was any major boss required.
So it is worth noting here. That was a powerbomb door that led into labs, and
we still haven't seen mains.
There may be a powerbomb door on the exit to labs, or labs may be logical from the back here. But if you logically need power bombs to enter here, then that may mean either mains are in mines. Actually, no, they can't be in mines. You would need Gravity Suit to get there.
Mains appear to be checked on the tracker. Did we find them?
No, you just track them when power bombs are picked up at all.
Okay, fair enough.
The items are tracked there if you can use them, not if you logically have them.
Fair enough.
What is that in the container?
Yeah, I can't see because the camera's moving.
Is that
our flamethrower?
That is flamethrower.
Oh my god!
We get all the beam combos. So
I literally, what did I say? Like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh, there they are.
Oh, hey, speaking of the mains.
So yeah, labs was logically required through the back.
Yeah, we'll see Frigid run through the front end for those, I guess.
I mean, at this point, Frigid is not being held back by anything.
Yeah, I mean, 2 artifacts, so it's probably literally just Frigid's gonna go get them.
At this point, you should be going for artifacts, which are in mines and are in Chozo, so there's not exactly any point of going through the front of labs here. That is unless you cannot do the grapple beam skips. But I feel like Frigid should be able to do the grapple beam skips for mines.
This room's lit. I'm surprised Frigid still got the...
Did Jungle Boss just ignore the flamethrower, or did he pick it up? I couldn't see.
I'd hope that it's not lit up on the tracker, so it might be just ignored.
Well, thankfully we have the other tracker on the screen, which does show flamethrower there.
So it does. Okay. So it does. I didn't even think about that. Cool.
Yeah, just short that ice spreader. Still going to be doing checks here, I'm assuming, looking for that. Or phase on. But I think this puts Frigid in the lead, given that they start going for artifacts.
Yeah, I mean, they have everything but artifacts. There's literally no way that the game can slow them down. Barring something ridiculous.
That is, again, unless they need grapple beam.
Yeah.
But I want to say that they can do all the skips required for that.
Yeah. My question here is, does Frigid know Exo skip? Not that it's needed here. Considering the surprising lead that Frigid has found themselves with.
You can count how many random players will do Exo skip if they have all beams on the palm, with one hand.
On the palm of your hand, there's 0 of them?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a rando player, I'm a speedrunner.
Uh-huh. He says. Like we don't beg him to multi with us constantly. So I imagine we won't see much of you once you get that GameCube controller in. You'll be on the grind again.
You could say that. Although I will have Monster Hunter Rise to play through and Fatalis to slay in World. And then just a month after that, Monster Hunter Wilds is going to come out.
I'm so ready, dude. I'm so ready for Wilds.
I've been beyond ready,
my
dude.
Life.
Ooh.
Speaking of beyond, I hope we get a Nintendo Direct in like the next week. I legitimately am surprised we didn't see a Q4 Direct out of Nintendo, which I wanna say I saw someone say that on the investor call the month before, they said Q1 2024 is going to be the Switch 2 reveal, so we may get a Nintendo Direct announced soon after New Year's.
We'll see. Switch 2 is getting a lot of rumors and leaks.
Like with the way the leaks have been ramping up, there's no way that they're not putting out materials, sending out like promo packets to game retailers, and like preparing to reveal the console. I know what my two major wants for that console are, which is obviously an exponential increase in the power of the console itself. Like I would love that. What'd you say?
I think we all want that.
You got kind of like echoey. Are you like in?
Yes, I know. I had to move. I apologize.
You're good. Yeah, the power increase will be good because we know it. Again, another investor call did confirm backwards compatibility, which means all of our Switch games are going to run better on the Switch 2, which is going to be phenomenal. But I'm genuinely curious because they're going to announce launch titles with the Switch 2 in that Direct, so we'll know what's coming out when the system comes out. My current guesses is obviously Prime 4. We'll see Prime 4 Beyond as a dual title like we did with Breath of the Wild for the Wii U and Switch. We'll see Mario Kart 9. Potentially a new Smash Brothers, but I don't know what that looks like since Sakurai's not working on it. We just got Mario Wonder, so maybe a new 3D Mario game, since it's been how long since Mario Odyssey came out?
Yes.
Yeah. So that would be kind of neat. Sorry, we're just in cleanup, so I'm just kind of speculating about things until we get to like the boss fight.
You're good. Roger Boss has just still been trying to find what I assume is Ice Spreader or Phase On.
Or, yeah, it's just indeed Meepy. It sure did happen. This seed legitimately would have been over probably almost half an hour ago. If it had been 6. It probably also would have been an entirely different seed had it been 6.
My hot dog made the seed more interesting.
It did. I actually am loving this seed. It's got some hands, but not hands that are like too bad.
All right, now we're 22 minutes in. We're finally seeing mines.
22 minutes in. Oh, don't worry. I already posted it in the server.
Please excuse me for a second.
You're good. All right, Chad, mods are away. Quick, say something cringe. We do love how this has just kind of evolved into, oh no. Oh, are we going to get a check of PCA here? Is that what I'm going to see? We're going to see at a Jungle Boss here? Seeing if that Phase On suit is there for some reason. Federation Force. Sam commentating inside the toilet bowl. I love Twitter. Something cringe. E. Thank you, chat. And the looky-loo here out of Frigid for absolutely 0 value. So we will now see the artifact. Frigid is doing Farfen, presumably, just to clear up if Gravity Suit was there, is my guess. Because they're here, is my... It is not at all, which is why I don't really know why. We're just for convenience, I guess. It is, but Frigid has read this seed like a book all day. So a little bad routing is okay, considering.
All right, I'm back. I hope you didn't ask chat to do anything cringe, then read what they say and giggle at them.
Uh-huh.
I believe Frigid, if... Frozen Pipe.
Down.
If they are looking for a major, it's going to be Grapple Beam.
Oh, yeah, Grapple Beam. True. I didn't even think about Grapple Beam.
But, again, Grapple is pretty optional. There's a really...
Yeah,
There's a really straightforward skip you can do. You don't even have to bother with the MQB Grapple Beam skip if you don't want to. Magma Pool is also a possibility if you cannot do the dash. And if you don't have gravity, you can't do the jump out of it.
Everything really is standable in this game. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yep.
I swear.
Jungle Boss, meanwhile, did actually go to mines, but is going to clear it in search for Phazon or Ice Spreader.
Presumably the Phazon search here. I'm not complaining just because it gives us foreknowledge about what doors Frigid will be encountering.
Assuming that they do upper mines first.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably going to see the same routing that Jungle did, where they came in through Magmor here.
Phazon Suit is not locking any artifacts, aka it's not locking PMT.
Mm-hmm.
And we know it's right next to Hive Totem.
Yep. Oh, fun fact about that zoomer on the other side of that rubble. I want to say the only 100% power bomb drop in Magmor.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say in the game, and that one I wasn't.
No, it's definitely not in the game.
We got Central Dynamo as well.
Like, yeah.
Although I don't know about any others besides that.
I feel like the scarabs are like consistent enough, but it's not 100.
Well, they're not technically 100% guaranteed, but if you don't get a power drop from them, you are the unluckiest person.
Pretty this seed.
I think green you just find pretty.
I mean, I do, but it was like green and black stripes.
Hello, Philip.
Hi, Philip.
He's just sleeping, mind his own business. It would be a shame if someone woke him up.
It is the only 100% EB drop zoomer, says TJ.
Yep.
What did Frigid do to trigger the beam pirates spawning? What is
Picking
the...
up plasma processing, or vanilla plasma beam.
Okay.
Nope, we woke up Philip.
Never know.
It takes exactly 24 missiles to take him out. With the synced elite pirate killing them.
I usually just use charged ice shots.
That is an alternative, although missiles are much faster.
I guess. In my head, it's because Ice Beam does extra damage to those pirates because of the, like, Metroid infused or whatever.
I believe you're confusing that for EXO.
I might be.
There's vanilla flamethrower.
Uh,
Fortunately, flamethrower is not vanilla in this case. We also haven't seen a flamethrower door yet.
yeah, I mean, it could be a redundant item. That does happen.
Can't wait for it to be the final door in Crater Tunnel B.
Yeah, I know. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right?
Oh, this is interesting standable choice there by Frigid. Destroying that PB rubble to get an easier way into that standable. I haven't actually considered that before.
I have once again learned something new. Oh, I do love the A-posing wave pirate because he doesn't activate if you...
Yep. I think his name is Ivan, if I remember correctly.
Oh, he has a name. I didn't know that.
People give a lot of enemies in this game names.
I knew, you know, Philip and Calvin.
Hello, Dace.
Hi,
Congrats
Dace.
on the 130-29 finish.
Oh, yo. Congrats.
Taking first place.
Congrats. Is that a new world record then? Or
world record?
Or is it just tournament? I'm now.
I don't quite understand the question.
What was the time in first place in regards to? Did not like a speedrun?
First place for this race.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Yes. I forgore that there are more than just 2 racers on our restream.
It is easy to forgore. We actually do have a healthy amount of racers, I believe, total of 8. Yes.
Ooh, very nice. I've never done one of these races. These are things that I don't keep in mind. Excuse me.
Yes, along with Dace and Frigid and Jungle Boss, we also have Storm, Ammo Genie, Raylan, User, and Cat Human.
Got it. Well, then congrats to all of our racers. And good luck.
Dace did not pick up Varia, Thermal Boost, nor Ice Spreader.
Wow, really?
Which does spoil that Impact Crater, in fact, has no Ice Spreader doors.
Yeah.
But at this point, we have Ice Spreader already, so it's not a huge deal.
I don't remember where Ice Spreader was.
That was storage.
Varia was in Frigate.
Yes, Cargo Freight lifted at Gamma. Thermal was Elder Chamber, and Boost was Shore Tunnel. We're finally going to see Far Town from Jungle Boss's side. Unfortunately, we know that can't exactly be anything that we need. But it may hide one of our 2 unrequired majors. Well, unrequired with an asterisk.
Yeah. It really just is a Phazon suit hunt on Jungle Boss's side. Because he elected not to go to Hive Totem.
Yep, delayed that for later. It was weird to route in because it was a bomb door on the front side, and you didn't have bombs in that early part of the game. And the other side was a plasma beam door.
It really just is. Frigid has had incredibly optimal routing this entire seed. Other than the obvious, like, taking some time to walk around while thinking about where they should go.
Yes, but I'm still confused as to everything past getting our go mode, quote unquote, because I feel like they are able to do the grapple skip required.
They may not be. We may just be assuming a skill that they do not have.
That is true.
I know next to nothing about Fridge, and I feel like we've interacted maybe twice, so I couldn't tell you.
I wonder where X-Ray's been hiding. Maybe it's vanilla.
Maybe that would be kind of funny if it's vanilla. Or it's like right here.
Imagine all 3 majors we're talking about are here. Okay.
I know. It would be pretty funny. Okay.
Not quite.
I don't think that pops though. Okay, it does. Okay.
Yeah, if you lay a power bomb relatively anywhere there, you should be good. The higher you, or like there's a specific height if you lay it.
Are we 3 for 3 on nothing being here?
I feel like this will be a major. I'd bet money on it. I couldn't tell. But Jungle Boss isn't
apparently they could tell.
Well, not quite a major.
I mean, you lose money on a major being there. It is useful though.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Also, can I fill up there on Fridge's
side? This Sandable, I've never been able to get. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. And I'll have
just gotta land in the center of it. A little slippery.
Mm-hmm. You know, I remember a seed I was watching. I can't remember who it was that was running it. But they had like they had done the stupid thing where you're in that half pipe on the way to Life Grove. But he didn't have boost. So they were like trying to get up that wall using bombs. Which I think worked, but it did not look fun.
Well, that may have been me. I do that half pipe bomb jump a lot.
Maybe it was.
It is my specialty. My specialty HPPJ.
I lurk in a lot of randomizer streams.
You love our lurkers. So we'll see if Frigid opts to go further into lower mines here. Because while Grapple Beam is technically required to cross Fungal Hall A, you can see Grapple Beam in any of the checks beforehand. My main confusion as to why, if they cannot do the Grapple Beam skip, is that they performed a more difficult R-jump in Tower of Light to skip needing missiles, and you can do a easier intermediate R-jump to skip grapple in that room.
Sometimes it just comes down to knowledge of that trick exists, and it may not be.
That is true. Alright, but we'll see Jungle Boss finally go to Hive Totem. Maybe not.
Yeah, are they going?
Did he forget the hints?
They save reset the hints, so he doesn't.
Yes, but I had assumed like he wrote them down, but maybe he just forgot.
Maybe he only checked 6 of them anyway. Because
he did see Fungal Hall B, and even then, the first 6 that he scanned had Hive Totem.
And it's probably just 4 gore.
Perhaps so.
I really hate this specific fight. It's in such a cramped space.
Just shoot missiles.
Yeah.
And here we've got the invisible drone. Fun fact, Wave Buster on this thing is really effective.
Also,
you can also stun lock it with Wave.
Also, fun fact, you can kill it with a power bomb. I met...
Oh my god, that's gravity suit.
Oh, no way!
So, not required. And if you want, you can choose to skip it.
I mean...
This maze also kind of sucks.
Yeah, the maze RNG is really not great today.
So Jungle also doing a pivot save again for those hints. So Frigid is pushing in here.
I respect
getting bullied by the firing squad.
I respect the fact that they didn't turn those turrets off. Actually.
Yep, you can just tank it if you got the health, or if you want to.
But I mean, they send you flying.
Corners. They do have quite a bit of knockback, but there's not many places to send you flying exactly.
Yeah.
So this gap here has a couple of platforms here that we can't see without the X-ray visor.
I hate doing this without X-ray.
You can use thermal when you can see their jets coming out from below them, or you can shoot them with a beam.
Once again, learned something new today.
Yep. You can also dash across the gap if you're confident.
I will be right back. I need to take a quick bathroom.
Okay. We could see an MQA grapple. Past that, we still have fungal hole access, and in theory, PMT could also be grapple beam. If it is, that would be rather hilarious. Oh, nope, it's right there. And Frigid is opting to skip it, so they weren't avoiding the grapple beam skip, so I'm curious what their mentality has been regarding doing all these checks instead of going for artifacts. Or maybe wants to route it in backwards after Fungal Hall B, because Mega Pool is still open. I guess that grapple beam skip may also... I
suppose we'll just have to find out after when we do our little post-race
grapple was MQA, if you didn't see.
I was listening. I had my headphones on.
Awesome.
Yeah, my bathroom's like right next to my bedroom, so it's benefits of having a wireless headset.
Can't relate. I have way too much wired gear.
You can get a pretty good wireless. The one I have is like, I want to say I got it for like $40. And they're really good. It's like a Logitech wireless headset. The mic on it's not very good, which is why it was cheap, but obviously not an issue because I've got my good old Yeti.
We're still short the X-ray visor, and we've gone through quite a lot of checks.
I am curious to see where that ended up.
It can't be here in mines because we logically need X-ray to get through here.
Yeah.
I guess it could be the rest of Frigate. Get Gravity Suit and backtrack all the way to Frigate to get X-ray and then come back to lower mines here.
It could be on the other side of Magma Pool.
That is true. It could be Training Chamber access or Training Chamber itself.
I imagine we'll see... Oh, I see. Frigid has no power bombs. That's
yes. You can beat the Metroids by climbing this room like that quickly enough. No, because Frigid opted to skip picking up Grapple, we are going to have to do a skip here. You can either dash across or go up the Spire track and then use an R jump.
This specific skip is the thing that killed Sam's drive to do 21%. I just want that to be known.
This room does kind of suck in 21%. Especially if you're trying to go fast.
Those runs were so fun to watch, and I felt so bad for you when you kept getting to here and then dying.
It'd be like that.
It happened like twice. I felt so bad for Sam.
Now, this item here can't be on me.
Wasn't there an artifact in Fungal Hall B?
Yes. Frigid picked that up.
Okay.
The room Frigid just went through is Metroid Quarantine B.
I am dumb. It was the wrong B room.
Oh, you're not. You're Nurgle.
If you come to GDQ, I'm going to smack you upside the head for that joke.
Don't worry, I'm not.
Not this GDQ. I'm not this GDQ. But that's GDQ.
Oh boy.
Hopefully we'll get to see you at SG.
Speaking
of GDQ, I hope any of our lovely viewers that are going to be leaving for GDQ this coming weekend have a fantastic trip. Since, you know, we probably won't see you all until after that.
Yeah, it should be fun. We got Prime there as well.
Indeed.
Metroid Prime, any percent inbounds race. It should be fun to watch.
Yeah, I do love watching those. There's a surprising amount of games that made it in that I'm interested in watching.
Yeah.
After the second, submission period. Because the initial schedule before the second submission didn't have a lot that I was interested in.
So Frigid did not pick up grapple for this. So here is my theory, is that Frigid could not do the grapple beam skip for a magma pool unless they had a gravity suit. And because they found gravity suit, that means they could do magma pool, which is why they opted not to pick up the grapple beam.
Falling into that lava without gravity suit is a little not awesome.
Yes. With gravity, you can just jump out of the lava.
Oh.
Like so.
I was expecting the other method where you gash off of the pickup from the box over there.
Well, that is the fastest, but also hardest method, arguably.
Fair.
Which I'm assuming was what Frigid could not do.
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Boss is not going to be happy about that Phazon 2 location, especially because Phazon is statistically most likely to be in mines with most of these batch gen seeds.
Mm-hmm. Would have loved vanilla Phazon. That would have been pretty fun.
So where is X-Ray? I guess it would have to be in Frigate at this point.
Yeah.
I think we've exhausted most of our checks.
It could be somewhere ridiculous. Did either of our racers check Upper Fiery Shores?
Frigid did. It was just a missile.
Okay.
And yeah, Soren is correct. There is an R-jump method onto some standables that you can do for Magapool instead of that dash. It is worth learning a grapple plus gravity suit skip for that room. It is a very, very strong trick. But now they will go do final bosses, and there's no door that can stop us from getting there. Maybe we'll see our first flamethrower door. Do you think there's a universe here where we see flyby skip?
Sorry, I zoned out for a sec. What did you say?
Do you think there is a universe here where flyby skip is done?
What? Okay, what is flyby skip? I don't think I know what that is.
You hit Ridley on the frame that it switches to the flying around the arena animation with a charged plasma shot. It staggers it, and it falls below the arena, and then just comes up and lands on the ground, skipping it, flying around. It is a frame-perfect trick.
I mean, maybe.
Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
Also ironic, we got MOG in chat, who has wrapped up the seed and taken the second place spot. GG. Also saying, in contrast to what Day said, saying the seed was quite bad, saying it's the nicest Dorando seed they ever played. Congrats, I'm glad you enjoyed it. There we go. There's the 50,000 or 500,000 damage per frame boost. I think it's 50,000.
Yeah. I love that. It's the coolest thing.
Here's an FYI for Frigid. If you're watching the spec, you can rapid fire missiles a lot more easily by holding up on the C stick and then pressing the missile button. It skips having to press A after firing a missile. Yeah, at this point, X-Ray has to be in Frigid. We have exhausted our checks. No, it's just an EXO in the way. Strong Boss is not going to be happy about this phase on suit location. Nice slope jump there to skip him to go around the room. Unfortunately, fell with too much speed and got slipped off because Metroid Prime is weird.
I imagine some angry power beam shots are coming right here.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep. Wow, was Impact Crater really all blue doors? Or did I miss the initial one occur eternally?
I feel like it happens like that in Prime 2 as well, where it's like it's just open at the end.
Yeah, wow. Now, thankfully, we have loads of missiles and every single beam combo, so we can fight XL however we want here. That wasp completely body blocked that. That's hilarious.
I hate war wasps more than I hate pretty much any other enemy in this game.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that statement.
Metroids have a vendetta against me.
That's fair.
One too many Metroid Quarantine A segments have died to them.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I'm sure from an any percent perspective, they probably are much more.
Nope.
I just hate them. They're just like the most, because like you can't just kill the ones that are in the room, so you have to do the what you call it? You have to kill the nest.
Yep. Also, another FY for Frigid, since I know
Also, I just hate bees.
Exo orbs. That's fair.
The only good bee is bumblebees because they're adorable. But oh, please check this just so I can know if it's
Nope.
not. Where are they? I want to know where our X-ray visor is.
It's in Frigid, I'm pretty sure. But those Exo orbs that occasionally fires, you can just one-shot with missiles for any of them.
Oh, really?
It's the preferred method of taking them out. You can also use Charge Beam if you want, but it does take longer.
That's usually what I do is Charge. I didn't know you can missile them. I'm learning a bunch of cool stuff this stream.
There's always something new to learn with this game.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll find arbitrary code execution in this game.
Oh, Jesus. I hope not.
Did you see that they found it in Mario Sunshine somewhat recently?
I did. That was crazy. So yeah, Ice Spreader nor Flamethrower were required this seed.
Interesting.
In fact, no Flamethrower doors seem to have been placed at all.
Are you checking the spoiler to see where?
I would if there was a spoiler.
Oh, there's not a spoiler? I guess it's a race seed.
Not for race seeds.
Yeah.
Now, despite any weird RNG we're getting from EXO, we've got plenty of beam combos to make up for it. That's what makes Hundo or just EXO level items a lot more redeemable. But no matter how many beam combos I get, I'm still doing EXO skip. Don't at me.
I mean, at that point, it's just a I'm better at the game than you flex moment, but
that works.
I don't know, if I knew how to do exo skip, I'd do it.
Right, and there goes EXO. Now, we are short X-ray visor for Essence. However, there is now an opportunity after you skip the first pool lane cutscene. You can see Essence as she's transforming to X-ray, so you can get the jump on her. We'll see if Frigid manages to take advantage of that. Here's another fun fact, is if you want Essence to have the most predictable behavior before she lays the first pool, is to just stand still until she lays it.
I knew there was like an RNG manip there, but I wasn't sure how it worked.
Essence RNG manip has been something that's evaded a lot of Prime speedrunners. Generally, you must want to stand still, but there is some more complicated manipulation you can do. However, it's much more difficult, it saves only a little bit more time, and it's inconsistent and relies on other Essence RNG.
A surprising amount of catch-up out of Jungle Boss here at the end.
I'm not personally. I think Frigid spent a lot of time looking in places that they shouldn't have, and Jungle Boss got to take better advantage of that.
Good lord, I guess my caffeine's starting to wear off.
That's a good point, Ammo Genie. I didn't know that, but I never thought about using that. It's a good bit of advice. Looking like a 4-pool Essence, unless we see some crazy pool cancels.
I've been learning the pool cancels. It's not as hard as it looks on the outside. I've done it the last couple of seeds I've completed, but it's definitely a little finicky.
We're seeing this phase on core climb. I've quite literally never ever done that slope jump.
Really?
Yes, but some people prefer it to the other one.
Yeah, I feel like that's just... Is it any sort of major time save?
It is slower.
Huh.
By a few seconds. Oh, Frigid looks like he pulled off.
That's time.
GG. 1:57:02. Making it to sub 2. Taking the 4th place spot just behind Cat Human, who finished not too really after. It's only what is that? A 17-second difference between 3rd and 4th. Quite close. Should be getting them in for an interview here in a bit.
Speaking of, welcome.
Over here, congrats, GG.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I'm not last place for once, and I didn't DNF, so...
Yeah, we love to see
it. A W's a W.
W's a W.
You were reading that seed like a book for most of it, so...
Yeah, that's what I felt like it was. Like, I just made the right calls for a lot of the door randos. I can't believe I read for going backdoor Fendrana. That was... that was incredible.
Yeah, that was quite good.
It was... We were kind of curious what happened there towards the middle, where it just kind of...
It was mainly that we were not sure whether or not you were in go mode.
Just to bother you, slow down your credits. I want to know where you're...
because of delay, I'm pretty sure they're well past
Biohazard containment. Biohazard
thank you.
containment. Good lord. And I had I had a moment where I wanted to go through Frigate for a moment, but I'm like, if any of the doors are wrong, it's going to be a painful trek back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to go through
Yeah,
that.
and not having gravity out.
Exactly, and I don't want to go through that unless I have gravity for sure. So towards the middle of that, it was mainly like I don't know all the standables in Magma Pool. So and I know the other thing I could do in that was scan dash and do standables, but I'm not the most practiced at that. So I wanted to play it safe and wait until they grabbed either grapple beam or gravity suit, which they were like 2 rooms apart from each other, which was kind of cringe, but
I guess they were also on the way to Fungaldi.
yeah, that's true. Wavebuster on Zoid was funny.
Yes.
Required Zoid.
Required Zoid at that. That's funny. I have no idea how I read this seed like a book.
It's pretty good. We love to see it.
I'm pretty happy with it. Sub 2 with that as well.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I think during the midsection of the seed, we were somewhat under the impression that you knew the grapple skips. We weren't fully certain what you were looking for after you entered quote-unquote mode.
Yeah. We were kind of like, just like, huh, what's the thought process here? Because you were just kind of dirtling around for a sec there, and it was like,
I guess so. Yeah. So I knew I had to go through Fen at some point, so I figured if I did, what was it? There wasn't really anything in Far Fendrana, so if I had known that, if I had just gone through labs, I would have been fine, but I decided to take the short route and go and fight Thardus, and then go and get the artifact in Ice Ruins West, and then like just kind of clean up as much as I can, and if I have to come back to Farfen and labs, I would.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that was a little confusing.
I think personally, I probably would have considered mines earlier, because if you can do the grapple skip for Fungal Hall A, you can get those treks on the way to that artifact out of the way. And if they happen to be either gravity or grapple, you save yourself a lot of time.
Where was Spider Ball again?
That was Vaults in Shozo.
That was Vault. So at that point, I would have had Spider Ball either way. So I would have been okay going through mines.
Yes. I think if you're looking for those 2 majors, personally, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
The other option is to try and learn the skips. But
I do need to learn more skips. I do need to learn more skips.
I know very few.
A good thing to put on the to-do list.
I guess I am curious and slightly planning on doing the mentor and trainee tourney coming up. I figured that'd be a really good opportunity to learn some extra tricks and skips.
To be fair, that's for Echoes, though, so not a lot of those are going to be...
There should be another one coming up after the Prime main tourney, though.
Correct.
So. Oh, yeah. I'm not thinking ahead past the Prime tourney, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I know that's the end-all be-all.
You know what? I respect it. I respect this out of jungle.
Yes, the one flamethrower use, there was not a single flamethrower door placed.
No, there wasn't.
Gotta make use of that validation.
Not that I've seen.
No, there was not a one.
I mean, I did use Wavebuster outside of doors and Prime.
Oh, geez, that pool got consumed by the ground there.
It sure did.
Yeah, I think the routing was the only big thing, but also just knowing that skip will save you a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Something worth considering. Besides that, I think you played pretty solid.
Yeah, it was a very good seed out of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself for that, yeah.
I think you should be.
Door Rando.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many
I don't do
problems.
this much.
I saw the bomb door going to Artifact Temple. I'm like, oh, we're starting early on this one, are we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, there is something I want to ask about in the early game.
Yeah.
when you went into Chozo for the first time,
Yeah.
you opted to delay the power expansion under the ship, and also not get the missile expansion in Ruined Shrine. So your first missile ended up being Launcher and Gathering Hall instead.
Yes.
And while you did get missiles later, that did somewhat help you because you went to Talon earlier as a result. And because of that, what was it? What am I thinking of? Why am I blanking? It was something. It was something like you, right after missiles, you went for SJ. And because of that, you went to Town Sudler, got supers earlier, and ended up getting bombs.
And then you went
So Jungle Boss was theoretically ahead.
Yeah,
but
Jungle Boss
because he got missiles and then got Space Jump, he did mid Chozo first. Whereas you did mid Chozo into SJ, into Talon, and you ended up getting bombs just before Jungle Boss. So you got to do, you didn't have to, or you got to do the mid Chozo checks with bombs.
Yeah.
Whereas Jungle Boss had to go back into them with the bombs.
I guess I was thinking, like, I was just thinking in terms of logic and everything. I know logic is not everything in a Metroid Prime speedrun. If you can get missiles right away, you can do so. I just kind of wanted to see where Launcher was, so what it was expecting me to do. And once I got Launcher, I decided to go back and clean up a little bit, because I knew I was going to need that power bomb. That came in handy.
Oh, it's like right above.
It was, I don't know. I was just kind of, I guess I was just feeling the seed out. I don't know how to explain it, I guess.
I mean, it worked out in the end.
It did. It's just weird sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, for Door Rando, I don't think this was too bad. The only time that I really saw someone get screwed over was when you went through the Finjana Shorelines elevator and was slapped with an ice predator.
Yeah, that was
pretty funny.
I saw that and I'm like, so I was able to read how to go through Fendrana originally, just to come to front door and be like, well, I'm shafted. I have to go back.
Yep.
That was funny to me too. Like,
it was pretty.
If I don't know if my camera's on the restream or not, but I was laughing when I was going back up the elevator.
That is something we'd be considering, is adding camera to restream.
That is time out of Jungle.
Boss.
It was 6:37.
All right.
But the way you routed Frigga ended up rewarding you a lot because you were, well, you were logically expected to go for the back because main power bombs were in labs and there was a TV door and Shoreline's entrance.
The two big things I think that got you ahead of Jungle this seed were finding that Phazon early.
Oh my god.
Crazy early. My brain just like stopped. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'll help you out.
When I got those first cluster of Chozo artifacts and Phazon suit early, I was like, is this a freaking jet seed? What's going on?
Yeah, well, I was definitely in here like, baby seed. Too bad K-Rar's not in chat.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
The thing is that because Jungle Boss knew, I believe, Hive Totem was an artifact, he opted to delay it till later to prioritize other check. Speaking of which, hello, Jungle Boss.
Welcome,
GG.
Jungle.
Jungle.
And because of that...
help me, please, help.
Oh, no.
He delayed Phazon suit for a long time because of that.
Yeah, a very long time. Fucking hell. Yeah, well...
Yeah. This may seem like a question that doesn't need asking because I can understand from how you're talking. But how do you feel?
Bad?
Yeah, no, understandable.
Yeah, bad.
I understand that.
Oh, dang.
The little it was great because you were walking up to that phazon suit and we knew it was there.
Yeah.
And I went, I bet we're gonna see some angry power beam shots here in a sec. And we
No.
did in fact see some angry power beam shots there in a sec.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do love
Yeah.
it is your suffering, but the viewers love your suffering.
Yeah.
It is content.
I feel like I was angry power beam shooting for everybody throughout the seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like all the rapid power beam shots is just a good way to like get out my anxiety and like the like not knowing what the heck's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh dang. SpeedGaming, yeah. One, yeah.
Yeah. At the running kind of converged. Because Jungle Boss, you were going for what was it? You were going for either grapple or gravity suit to cross mappa pool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we both have the same line of logic there.
Yeah.
Or at least
Oh yeah, I guess
thought.
Jungle never found the gravity suit. Huh.
No, he didn't.
What?
I just don't think it got tracked.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to remember where the lead happened, but I think it was really just phazon suit.
yeah.
Jungle Boss was doing everything except Transport Access North because he wanted to do it with, or like near the end with getting the Hive Tonema effect.
Yeah. Wait.
So yeah.
Congratulations to our racers.
Yeah.
Both both for just participating in this horrendously cursed abomination that Sam put too many artifacts into.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Well, it could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
It could.
There could have been multiple required flamethrower doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was the other thing too. I was so confused for a moment in the middle of my run because I saw on my tracker I didn't have flamethrower, which I'm like, I swear I got flamethrower because I was doing a practice one earlier, and flamethrower was on Zoid.
Yep.
Ah.
So that really confused me.
Oh, you had a moment of seed bleed? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with Jungle Boss, he wanted to have X-Ray before going to Lower Mines, probably because of OP/PCA,
Yeah.
and also just for convenience.
I remember I checked PCA before I went around the rest of mines, so I could say to myself, statistically, there is no way that grapple and gravity suit are right next to each other. So that gave me a little bit of reprieve. Or at least, it's no way that gravity suit and grapple beam are OP and PCA.
Yes. At least not in this logic.
So as long as I found that out, I wasn't worried about having to fight OP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Omega Pirate definitely would have been nice to have required just from a me loving seeds to be absolute garbage.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
I do love
My
fighting
prediction at the start of
I do love me fighting OP.
Yeah. It's my prediction at the start of Seed was I wanted any major bosses required, which did happen.
Yeah.
Because we had required plant. Though Sam pointed out that it was basically just a cutscene, because it was basically just a cutscene. But it meets my criteria. I would much rather it have been like Thardis or OP, but like
Yeah.
Required Thordis like never happens, so that would have been like probably my favorite of the three.
I did
I
give
get this one.
I did give Chad a little bit of a show with fighting Thordis anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thordis wasn't required, but he was a very good way of routing into front fin.
Yeah.
But also there was that artifact there, so like you had to go in there either way.
Yeah.
Both runners use Stardust as a route through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I just like that music. It's such a good boss theme.
Yes. And from the boss, he also went, or rather, he pivot saved for the rest of the artifact hints at one point because he had not scanned them all because of my hot dog.
Yeah, that was a little awkward because I had went back into race time and saw, oh yeah, by the way, there's somehow 9 artifacts in the seed. Oops.
Yes,
like,
I still do not know how that happened.
Wink.
I
don't know how. I don't know why.
It's okay if you want to say that you did it for a little silly goofy. That's okay.
You know what? Sure, we'll call it that. I did it intentionally for the laughs. All planned.
Yeah.
Giga Brain 300 IQ, only 5% can solve play.
Yeah.
But when Jungle Boss pivot saved for the hints, I don't think he wrote them down, so he ended up having to do another pivot save to grab them again.
Oh,
At the time, it was Hive Totem, Fungalbi, and Magapool that he didn't have. So that was a little tricky. Most of the time, I do like to write them down. He just wasn't sure about Magapool, so that one he wanted to confirm.
Yeah. So
I'm agreeing with you, Jungle Boss. I did have a feeling as soon as I got Wave and Thermal that I had to go into Frigate for something.
Yeah, Frigate
same.
was a weird player in that seed.
Was.
Gravity was so out of the way.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, if I remember correctly, you don't need Gravity Suit to logically go and get Cargo Freight Lift.
Yes. That's why Various Suit was there.
Yes.
Didn't do that.
Teensy bit obscure logic, but it is quite important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, do we have any other comments with the seed? I think I said about everything I wanted to.
I don't really have anything else to contribute.
Anything else, Nerdle?
No, sorry.
Anything about Taste Little Toes?
I got my one in this seed. And I got
Okay, great.
Don't worry. I'm sure there will be plenty of moments during the mentor tournament when I'm not playing that I'll be commentating. That we'll have
great.
for
Yeah. That. Oh.
Yes. Mentor tournament is on the way.
I need to get some practice in at some point soon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's just the sitting down and doing it that I can't find time for right now.
That's understandable.
2024, that's all the Metroid content we're going to have for this year, but just a few days, we're going to be celebrating 2025, and we're going to have loads of new Metroid content, starting with the Echoes Mentor Tournament, happening relatively soon. Signups are finishing in just several hours from now.
Yeah, if you want in and you're not in, go ahead and sign up.
Yeah, you can find that in the Discord. Just !NPR. You'll find the Discord linked. And I believe Rando Discord, MetroPrime.run, yeah. It's an old link, I forgot about that. And we will also have plenty more Prime Weeklies on the way.
Indeed.
Yeah.
For those of you who are going to GDQ in the upcoming week, I hope you have a fantastic trip and that all of your speedrunning dreams come true. For those of you who aren't, have a fantastic new year. I hope that the new year treats you well and you have a fantastic time.
Absolutely. And please be sure to follow our runners. Put on a fantastic show for us. You'll see their links put in the chat. Please make sure to follow Nurgle. They are cool Gabo V streamer.
Indeed, I do a lot of. I mean, some VTubers go by V streamer. I'm
I just hot dog when I said that.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't even know.
But yes, I'm a Goblin VTuber. I do a lot of randomizer content as well as Pokemon VGC and other games. So if you're interested in that,
and thank you very much for Fishing Boo for hitting all the buttons for tracking.
Indeed, the buttons. We would be nowhere without our
carrying
lovely
it
trackers.
on their shoulders.
Indeed. I've only tracked once, and it was enough of a hassle that I don't ever want to do it again. So the ones that the ones that do take that burden on their shoulders, we appreciate you.
You'll also find my Twitch channel. I do Metroid Prime occasionally. I'm kind of okay at it, and also Monster Hunter if I feel like it.
Sam is being humble. Sam is extremely good at Metroid Prime. And you should absolutely watch him do runs. It is very entertaining. I can't plug myself like I did and not talk up Sam, because Sam is genuinely an extremely good at doing the video game fast. And you should follow him.
All right. With that being said, any other comments?
I mean, I can plug my Twitch. I do other stuff.
Doing other stuff.
Yeah, my Twitch is, of course, twitch.tv/RachelHyperion. Weirdly enough, the mainstay of my content comes from Dungeons & Dragons, so if you're into that, go follow that. Otherwise, I do Metroid Prime randomizers from time to time, including Multi-Worlds, and I also do a few other games like Super Market Simulator. I am doing a blind playthrough of Outer Wilds.
Ooh.
So that's good.
Go follow that channel if you want to get notifications on when I go live for Outer Wilds. So
that game's very good. I hope you have a good time playing it.
I've gotten 2 hours into it, and I know nothing about it beyond those 2 hours. So
that should be fun.
You're gonna have a good time.
Also find Dread and Celeste Prime runs of either randomizer or regular speedruns on your Lost stream if you're interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Racers. Thank you, Nurgle and Fishing Boo.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, so am I.
This is genuinely one of my favorite things to do is commentate races. I did it once, full of anxiety, and I had so much fun. I try to do this as much as I can.
You did fantastic.
It's such a fun experience. Thank you both commentators for doing this.
Absolutely.
You are very welcome.
Yes, indeed.
I actually feel pretty particularly good about the intro for this that I did. I was very happy with how.
Nice done.
Yeah.
All right, well, with that being said, I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you again for watching, and I hope everybody has a lovely New Year's. And we will see you at next mission.
Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Bye, everyone.